Hey YouTube. So, different little change up of a video today. I thought I would kind of gather together some of my favorite things and kind of do a show and tell kind of series here on this channel. Obviously, I stumble across a ton of vintage items, obviously for resale. I just so happen to be a big vintage toy collector myself, so a lot, do end up staying and living with me, whether that's for a little bit of time or, it's foreseeable future, I guess you could say. But yeah, I actually get the question a lot, especially over on TikTok, to show, some of my favorite things from my collection. And so I thought, having a little video series, so this being the first one to kind of steer people to, I thought that would be a great place to start. So without further ado, let's get into it, shall we? So first off, I thought I would show, I am going to try to show some things I don't typically show off in pictures or videos and such, which I might have shown these maybe once or twice, but I really, really like these. Again, from the 60s, so it is that sweet spot. These first items are actually going to be by Mattel, so the maker of Barbie back in the day. These are actually very sweet, soft kind of talking pillow dolls. This one, which is in really great shape, though unfortunately she no longer works. She is called the Roaring 20s, and I do believe she came out in 1969. Yep, Mattel 1969. So yeah, she's in superb shape. Again, a lot of these talking dolls don't work, unfortunately, anymore, but I do think it's pretty fantastic. She still has her little beaded necklace. Of course, this was 60s does 20s, which I just think is such a fantastic thing and take. Obviously, I really, really love the 60s aesthetic, the bright, vibrant colors, but I have always been very keen on the 20s as well. So I just thought, a very bright and whimsical, even a little hat pin in the back, take on 1920s. I just knew I had to have her. And I actually found her at an antique store. Now, you guys should know, she does tend to be a little bit more on the rare side, especially if you can kind of find them in better shape. She is in superb shape, even with her little flowers and all. So, like I said, all of this will be in my... Like I've mentioned, all of this is just my personal collection, so none of it will be for sale. But I just think these are fantastic. This one I actually got at an estate sale. I forgot to mention, these are Talkin' Patter pillows. This one was made in 1966. Of course, made in Hong Kong. I really loved this one because obviously I love flowers, I love green, but she's holding a little mini doll, which I think is pretty sweet. As you can see, this is where her pull string would be if she still had it. But nonetheless, just a really cute display piece. I think these are just as cute as they are. Very 60s, very vibrant. I love just putting these in a chair, or, I actually have her hang out with a bunch of my my Pyrex collection, actually. I just like sticking toys a little bit of here and a little bit of there. She works perfectly with some gooseberry, in my opinion. So, next off, I thought I would show actually a more of a recent find. This is actually a Cupid bank. So this guy is made out of Chalkware. As you can see, you would put your little coins in his chest, and then on the bottom, I think the cork actually fell inside of him, but you would get your coins out. But I actually found him at an estate sale as well. Decided to keep on to him. Usually I end up selling most of my Cupid stuff. I do have a collection of my own, but usually it's not a big priority, but I thought he was pretty fantastic, and I knew I probably didn't want to ship him, So I just kind of decided to, you know, pop him in my collection. He had a little bit of damage, but I think I picked him up for like 10 bucks, which, you know, as a collector, I was really happy with. All right, and as you guys may or may not know, I actually do restore old toys, but I also customize them. So this next one is a kitschy flower, one-of-a-kind creation. So we have a one-of-a-kind emerald doll. Thumbnail. So she's pretty fantastic. I have completely rerouted her. She would have originally had kind of a seafoam green hair, so I have given her some baby pink with some kind of pastel green streaks in her. Obviously made her a Martian, which I think the emerald dolls really gave off kind of an alien-esque look to begin with. So gave her some antennae, gave her a little space get-up, and kind of styled her in the 50s does space age. So I thought she was pretty fantastic. Little emerald. This one doesn't work, unfortunately. If you didn't know, the little emeralds, their eyes actually light up, but nonetheless, she's pretty fantastic. These dolls are a little bit harder to find, but again, I have quite a few of these, and they're hands down some of my favorites for sure. I still have yet to get one new in box. That is on my list. I'm still trying to track one down for a decent price at least. So next off, I'm going to show you some of my, like, I guess more creepier toys. These two are actually made by Goon or Gund, whichever way you would like to say it. But these are some earlier Goon Creations. So these were made before rubber was started to be used in toys. So these are pre-1950s Goon Creations. This one I actually found at an antique store actually at the beginning of this year. This one is just so fantastic. I don't know if he's supposed to be like a bear, a bat, I don't know. I think he's pretty fantastic. As you can see, he has a lot of age to his face. But these guys are actually a little bit on the harder to find side. Some of the cloth-faced guys. As you can see, his face is just so adorable and, you know, a little bit of a decrepit way. And I absolutely love his pattern of his outfit, the sweet baby pink. And then the next one is a little Goon creation as well. I actually feel like, did she have a tag? Maybe she didn't. And I'm just making that up. Oh, I probably am totally making that up. But here is the little doll version. And actually I found her in a pretty recent video. So you can actually check me out finding her in an antique store. Ended up keeping her. I just thought she was fantastic. I don't have too many of these early, you know, Goon creations. Also, the Rushton Company had a bunch of these kind of cloth face style dolls as well back in the day. But I just thought these were too good not to show off. And they definitely do have a nice wear to them. As you can see, the cloth faces just don't hold up near as well as some of the rubber faces over time. I'll actually be showing a few rubber faces right now. All right, so I don't know if you guys have already noticed this, but I do love a rubber face and I do love a bunny. I don't know what it is, but I just love rubber face bunnies. They are just some of my favorites. Even the little rubber snouted ones. My friend Gaela over at La La Land Toys, actually, we traded a bear for a bunny. So this was a toy trade I did with her, which I think he's pretty fantastic. His colors, his just everything. He's from the 60s with his little felt detailing. Looks to be original bow. But yeah, look at him. He's so fantastic, and I love his like googly eyes that are still functional. A lot of times these old googly eyes, they're like stuck in place. So that's pretty fun. And then, of course, the rubber face plush. This one I actually got off eBay a little bit ago and actually did a full restoration on her. She actually cleaned up pretty nicely, but this is actually a Rushton rubber face bunny. I am obsessed with the bunnies that Rushton made. They just have a very, I don't know, like up to no good look to them. Also kind of creepy in a good way. I like the creepy rubber faces for sure. But yeah, this one is really cute, fixed him up. And then this next one I actually got over on Whatnot, and I'm completely blanking on who I picked this guy up for or from, but he is just too cute. Now he is not a Rushton, so he is still made in the same time period. But he is just sweet nonetheless. He's kind of this like peachy beige color, which I just adore. He's really, really sweet. And he's a nice size. He really is. Very lovable. And then I think next I'm going to show another creation that I have recently kind of restored. All right, so next off I have another, revamped creation, I guess you could say. So next off we have a 1968 Gigi Jones Kamar doll. So I actually got her offline as well pretty recently. This was a little gift to myself. When I found her, she still had her ginger hair, insert picture here. But I decided to give her a revamp. I actually have the ginger one already in my own collection, which is right here. So this is what she would have originally looked like. Though she is in a little bit of TLC shape, she is missing a finger, and her hair was really just like ratty. So decided to give her platinum locks. I've actually been on a hunt for a platinum blonde Gigi Jones Kamar doll. The really platinum ones are kind of some of the harder ones to find and more expensive ones. So I decided to make my own. Granted, I did, have to pay up a little bit for a doll I was just going to customize, but nonetheless, it was worth it. I'm really happy to have her in my own collection, and decided to keep her hair a little bit on the longer side. I thought it would make it a little bit of a nice touch in the contrast of the original. These are some of the only dolls that I will actually seriously pay up for, just because as a doll maker and as a sculptor, I'm just so enamored by their face sculpts and how their eyes are done, because it's not, obviously they are painted, but the eyes and irises and such are all sculpted as well, which I just think is fantastic. If you don't have any Kamar things in your collection, I highly recommend. So if you ever see some Kamar dolls or anything that need a good home, send them my way, because I will gladly take them. These are some of the knee huggers they actually made as well. This guy is actually pretty popular. This is the little, Little Dickens, Little knee hugger devil. These are pretty sought after. People really, really enjoy them. I do as well. I have another one in a little bit of better shape with the tail. And then I have this Kamar mermaid knee hugger, which I think is fantastic. Again, she has platinum hair, which I love. In this new year, I really do want to start getting back into hand sculpting a little bit more, hand sculpting dolls and other creations. So, these definitely do bring me lots of inspiration, which I can kind of justify just because I think they're magical. I think their over-exaggerated features just make them extremely unique, which I'm a very big fan of, for sure. So yeah, Kamar, 10 out of 10. If you ever find them, hit me up. I'll definitely try to buy them from you. Next off, I thought I would show you some of my little celluloid collection. Now, I don't typically keep too many of the celluloid dolls I really only collect the ones in the little snowsuits. So I'll show you what I mean. I have quite a few of these little celluloid dolls in the little snowsuits. So I think these are so fantastic. If you're not too familiar with celluloid, these were just, you know, what they used to make toys out of before they really started heavily using plastic and rubber. So really fragile. I mean, if you step on one of these, they're done for. Like this one, it's missing its arms, but I just thought it, you know, I think it adds character, and just look at that sweet face and the lashes and such. These are really fantastic, and they come in a lot of different shapes and sizes. I've seen some that are like this big. I'm currently looking for some of the really big snowsuit ones. Even the roly-poly ones, which technically a lot of these are like, I believe Russian, or from the Ukraine, which are pretty fantastic. This one, as you can see, is a little bit busted. It's missing an arm and has some dent in her head, but I had to pick up when I saw her out one day. And actually, you guys have seen this one before in a previous video. This one I actually got at the Antique Expo I went to in Virginia. I got this little snowsuit baby, but I thought this would be a good little memory piece to, you know, to add to my collection. I thought she was really sweet. I don't have another one like this. So, yeah, I think that was pretty much it of everything I have to show today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will, of course, be doing some more videos in this realm of show and tell some of my own collection. So be sure to like and subscribe. So more videos coming soon. Thank you guys so much for just being here. Thank you for all of the sweet comments you guys leave on my videos, and I love engaging with you guys, so I really do appreciate it. If you're not already following me over on Instagram, go check me out over there. I post daily pretty much everything that I have going on, future sales, what I'm posting to Etsy, etc. Go check out my Etsy shop, link in the bio, where you can see what I have, or some of what I have, vintage wise, all the time. I am always restocking weekly, so always new stuff over there. And then obviously my TikTok, I do a lot of toy restoration videos and such. I actually will be posting a video pretty soon on me rerooting this doll. As I had mentioned, she did used to have ginger hair, so you'll see the whole process and such over there, which I always think is kind of fun. A little behind the scene videos and such. And then I think, what else? Am I missing anything else? Oh, and then of course Whatnot, where I have my weekly Sunday sale. I don't know when I'm going to be posting this, but I won't be going live Sunday the 25th, obviously, because it's Christmas. So I'll be doing some other sales, like I have one tomorrow. I'm doing an all vintage doll sale, which is going to be fun. So I'm sure that's already going to be past by the time this video goes up, but I'm sure I'll probably have some leftovers over in my Etsy shop, so go check that out. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and until the next one, bye.